Okay, welcome to What the Tech. Today we have Leslie Price from one of our partners, Intermedia. They are on the unified communication side. We've been working with them for about a year and a half, and we're love the experience and we're happy to have it. So welcome, Leslie.
Great. Thanks for having me today, Dave.
No problem. Thanks for being here. Can you give our viewers a 30-second overview of your background and who Intermedia is?
Sure. So, like you said, my name is Leslie Price. I am a solutions architect with Intermedia. Intermedia is a cloud based communications company. We focus mostly on phone systems, contact centers, basically any way that your company wants to communicate, both internally as well as to your customer base. We offer those services. We can combine our solutions together to really make sure that we're meeting your customers' needs.
Awesome. Great answer. Love that. Okay. So, Leslie, we get this question a lot from a lot of larger organizations. What they want to know is, it's a question around contact center. What is contact center, and why would I have contact center versus just putting people in a hunt group?
So, when we talk about a hunt group is really meant to be a small group of people that are answering calls, right? So, when we start to expand that into contact center, we're really introducing a lot more ways to communicate. So, we're introducing business text messaging. We all know that our younger generation, they don't want to pick up a phone and dial. So, giving them different ways to communicate with your company, that's something we could do with contact center. We're also really opening up metrics. So every business kind of bases the success of their business on metrics, right? Are calls being answered in a timely manner? Are they getting where they need to? Are we resolving issues the first time they call in? And all of these things really can be encompassed within contact center, as well as we can really adhere to a lot of compliances, call recording storages, those types of things.
Yeah, that's a great point. A lot of our customers are measuring KPIs or key performance indicators. So, contact center makes complete sense that you have that dashboard, and we love it. Cool.
Outstanding.
So I want to talk to you about one of my pet peeves. So when I call a helpline or a tech line and the person who answers gets my information and then they pass me on to a tech who then takes my information yet again, right? I think that what organizations are looking for today is that seamless experience, like me, the experience is good, the customer service is good. What do you guys do with that? How do you help organizations avoid that?
Yeah, Dave, I will tell you that that is also one of my biggest pet peeves. I am constantly, you call in, you please enter this amount of information. You enter it, you get to the person, you're like, now why am I repeating myself? So, what we can do with our contact center is really provide that information that's already been collected to the agent. So, the agent now, instead of answering and saying, same information, let me gather that, they can answer with, hey, Dave, thanks for calling. I see this is what you're calling about. I see that you've called about this before. Let's go ahead and start with the issue and just jump right in. It really streamlines that communication. It gives that customer that warm, fuzzy feeling that you really know what's going on.
Yep, yep. We love that feature, and I think all organization should have it. I'm amazed that some of the bigger organizations that I call are just clueless. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
With
great.
our stuff, we can also offer some self-service capabilities. So it's really allowing agents to spend most of their time on what an agent needs, as opposed to reading them the status of their tickets or things like that. We can offer it in the solution so that the customers are getting their answers in a timely manner.
Yep, cool. All right. So, how can organizations measure customer engagement? A lot of our customers are moving towards customer engagement specialists, where it's all about the user experience. And so, how can your system help our customers with those sort of things?
So when we start to talk about the KPIs and the reporting portion of it, our company, we really put a lot of efforts into that. So we've got tons of reports already created. I think we're at nearly 1,500 pre-created reports that we can mix and match to make sure they're getting the same things. In addition to that, you talked about the different ways we can come in, offering them the ability to email in and reach a big group of people, to text message in, send out mass notifications and marketing. We can bring that all in-house under one single umbrella and allow all of those things to be reportable. So I can look at one customer and multiple different ways that they've reached us and how we handled those situations all tied together.
Yeah. The texting part would be really cool. I think people, especially the younger generation, are looking for different ways to communicate than submitting a ticket, right? They don't want to call. I say the younger generation, my wife doesn't even want to call. She gets mad when
Right.
I call her in the day.
They want that instant gratification of I'm working with the
Yeah.
business, let me get a quick answer. And that's what we
Yeah.
want to do. Set up a web chat on your website and here's your
Right.
answers right away.
Right. 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 All right. So, a lot from a reseller perspective, one of the big things we're coming up against is Ring Central, 8 by 8. What do you think makes Intermedia different that can help us compete with some of these big dogs?
Well, this may sound like a scripted answer, but I will be completely honest, Dave. We really go to market with our partners such as you tag. So you are that first line with your customer base. We really allow you to own your own customer and keep that relationship. So they're getting that first response with somebody that they're already comfortable with. They're not having to wait in line to hear different answers about what's going on. It's just it's a comfortability. Everybody claims 5 nines. We financially back ours. We really go out of our way to make sure that you at Tag are enabled with all the tools that you need to keep your customer base
Yeah.
happy.
I can tell you that we love being that sort of first line of defense, but we also love having you guys in the background, right? Because it's your system. So
Yeah,
it's awesome.
absolutely. Our system is fully homegrown. We take care of everything in house, so we're not outsourcing to multiple different companies. So you're getting your answers from us direct from the
Yeah.
developers.
Yeah. All right. This is probably my biggest question, and I get it a lot.
Here we
So a
go.
lot of people still have their legacy on-prem phone systems, right? And they look at moving to the cloud as expensive because I'm paying for it forever. What do
Right.
you think are some of the benefits? Why would someone have an on-prem system that maybe perhaps is still relatively new, 4 or 5 years old, move to the cloud?
Honestly, Dave, on-prem systems tend to be a lot more expensive. You have to think about the things that go along with having equipment physically on site. You're paying maintenance fees, you're paying hardware fees. If you need somebody to come out and do an upgrade or to add additional modules, all of these things start to rack up costs. Whereas with our cloud communications, it's all done behind the scene. We're not having to take your systems down in the middle of the day to do a maintenance. We're not having to shut down for specific maintenance windows to give you guys new features and functionality. It's all done behind the scenes, and we're pushing that out to you guys real time.
That's awesome. Yeah, love it. Great. Well, I think that's all my questions, Leslie. I usually do this in person and I do a fist bump. So we're going to have to do a video fist bump. You ready? Thanks for coming to What the Tech. I greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time today, Dave.
Take it easy.